Let's face it, the world is getting more chaotic. So we're taking the opportunity to level up here at Instinct Survivalist. What that means is while we're dealing with practical knowledge and skills that you can use in the outdoors, we're also looking at it from a different perspective. These skills are designed to keep you safe, confident, and ready to give you the security that you need, whether it's outdoors, whether it's emergencies, or just everyday life. While we focused on wilderness skills in the past, we'll continue to do so. Fire, shelter, food, water, navigation when there's no GPS. But we'll continue to move down the path of wilderness medicine because sometimes help can't get to you or you can't get to help in time. So that extends the ability for that other individual or yourself when time counts. We'll also talk about emergency communications. We'll implement some practical skills there from an amateur radio perspective, whether it's GMRS, FRS, ham radio, the list goes on. Being able to communicate when there are power outages, whether it's a mile down the road, around the bend, or across the country. Being able to connect with the ones you love and becomes a crucial skill that you may need at that time. We'll talk about emergency preparedness, and an example of that is that I was laid off in the beginning of 2024. And in that, I actually worked for a year and a half, 12 hours a day, 6 to 7 days a week. If it weren't for the things we had already prepared, then we would not have made it. We would have been homeless. We'll also talk about personal security and self-defense strategies, because it's not about just being safe in your house, but out and about where you are. Whether it's the airport, the shopping mall, getting gas, things are ramping up and we need to be prepared for those. Your family needs to be safe, your family needs to be secure, even if it's just you or the furry family member. So why does this matter to you? These are not just hobbies, but life skills. These things matter. Whether you're teaching yourself or whether you're teaching other family members or just sharing out the information so that everybody else is prepared, these things matter. I live in the Rockies, as many of you know, but it's not just about the snow that hit the ground, but we weren't prepared for the 60 and 70-mile-an-hour winds that actually took down 4 massive trees. One of them got snapped at the top, the rest of them off from the roots. Why that matters is before I started working as a security officer at the hospital, I actually applied at 2 different fire stations, one on each side of me. Both of them turned me down simply for the fact of where I live in avalanche and debris laden areas, which means that I couldn't get to where they needed me to be on time should an emergency happen. Now, these skills don't apply just here, but they apply in city and urban areas. You have blackouts, you have natural and man-made disasters. When we lived in Georgia, it wasn't just about snow, it was about hurricanes and tornadoes that happened. So it's being able to utilize this information where you are. Let's face it, preparation equals confidence, and confidence beats panic every day of the week. So what can you expect? Short tutorials, hands-on demonstrations, honest talk about what does and doesn't work. This is not gonna be gear heavy. There may be some gear we recommend, some things that you may want to add to your preparedness, but again, not gear heavy. As far as locations go, I've always loved the outdoors and I enjoy doing skills outdoors. However, sometimes it's not practical. Sometimes we're going to be indoors or even in the Jeep. Wherever the lesson makes sense is where we're going to be. We're also going to expand the platform a little bit. In that expansion, we'll still do some reels on Instagram, which leads to Facebook, maybe even on that TikTok thing. But YouTube, this channel, is going to be home base. What this means for you is I'd like for you to subscribe. Give me a thumbs up on this video. Let me know that you saw it. Hit that notification bell so that you're getting the latest, greatest up-to-date information. Comment down below. Tell me what you'd like to see, because we're building this channel together and really focusing on what situational events you may be in or may have questions about. Maybe it's a tutorial that you're wanting to see. The other thing is we may take and blast out a quick tip or 2 so that you can actually have this information the way that, again, you consume it. I'm excited about this next step, and as we learn and practice together, it'll help us be more prepared for the wilderness, emergencies, and everyday life. So thank you for all you do, and until then, use your instincts to survive. Thanks for watching.